Netflix is reportedly going to be raising their prices again. And if this seems like deja vu, you're not mistaken, because this seems like it's happening every 3 days. Of course, it's not every 3 days, but it seems like it's happening at an increasingly rapid rate. Now, look, I've always said that even as the prices have been going up, that I believe at the price it's at, which I believe the current price for a standard, correct me if I'm wrong, the current price for a standard subscription is $15.50 a month, I believe, or it's right around there. And if you want premium, it's $20 a month. And I've contended that even at $15 and change, that Netflix, for what you get, is still actually a value proposition. I mean, what you're getting for that $15 a month that's a lot of content. You're getting an awful lot of stuff. But what do you got there?
Standard with ads is $6.99? And then
no, that's ad supported.
And then standard is $15.49.
Okay, so it's $15.50 and then premium is $20.
Premium is
right.
$19.99, right.
So, I mean, if you can pay a little bit cheaper if you want the ad supported stuff. But I mean, at some point, we got to, even if you're somebody like me that you're looking at this and say, yeah, that $15, it's a good value proposition. As it keeps going up, it's going to become less and less of a value proposition. This comes to us from The Verge, who writes the following. As reported by the Wall Street Journal, Netflix will raise prices in several markets globally, starting with the US and Canada. It's still not clear how much Netflix will raise prices, and Netflix declined to comment. Netflix raised prices across all of its plans just last year, bringing the ad-free standard tier to $15.49 a month, plus the premium plan to $19.99 a month. The company also rolled out a $6.99 a month ad-supported plan, and the latter axed its mid-tier $10 a month basic ad-free plan. And again, that comes to us from The Verge. So we don't know how much more they're increasing the price by. It also doesn't specify whether they're just increasing the prices of the standard plan, the ad-free plan, the premium plan. I have a feeling it might be across the board. Now, look, what I think this might be a symptom of, and we talked about this not long ago, that the streamers are more and more reverting back to the old cable model, ad-supported. And I think the streamers like Hulu, Disney, Netflix, on and on, are realizing, you know what? We make a lot more money off somebody who goes with the ad-supported plan than we do from people who pay a little bit more for the ad-free plan. We're actually making more money off the people who pay less a month but get the ad-supported plan. That's why Amazon, you guys remember earlier this week, we talked about the fact that Amazon Prime Video, which if you had Amazon Prime Video was ad-free, well now it's going to be ad-supported unless you pay more and extra on top of what you're already paying. The streamers are all reverting back to the old cable model. So I'm curious to see if Netflix is just going to increase the price of the ad-free plan to try to corral all of us over to the ad-supported plan, or if they're going to increase the ad-supported plan price too. Guys, we want to thank a sponsor of this video, HelloFresh. With HelloFresh, you get farm-fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. Kickstart a fresh fall routine with HelloFresh. HelloFresh handles all the meal planning and shopping to deliver everything you need to cook up a tasty meal right at home. They do the hard part and you get to take the credit. HelloFresh takes the stress out of mealtime by delivering fresh ingredients and easy recipes right to your door. So this fall, skip that extra trip to the grocery store and have dinner ready in no time with America's #1 meal kit. Like we've mentioned before, Ann and I are both working professionals and mealtime is sometimes a bit stressful. That's why we absolutely love HelloFresh. It's nutritious, it's delicious, and we actually have a really good time making dinner together. So guys, go to HelloFresh.com/50Campea and use the code 50Campea for 50% off plus free shipping. That's HelloFresh.com/50Campea and use the code 50Campea for 50% off plus free shipping. HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. Anyway, Chris, I know you are, in your words, historically cheap.
I'm so cheap.
You like to pay as little as possible, as do most of us. Are you surprised to hear this? What do you think is motivating them? Do you think this is going to make more people want to go to like the cheaper ad-supported plan? How do you see this?
I definitely see people going to the cheaper version because you've been paying this low rate for a while. I think a lot of people are like me, where they have multiple streaming platforms. They have 6 or 7 streamers they use. And when you add all that up, it comes this huge, ridiculous cable bundle that isn't sustainable for a lot of households or a lot of incomes. I do have to say, I'm really enjoying the rhetoric around this because every ad or every article is prices should increase once the actors' strike is settled.
Right. Yeah.
With putting the onus on the actors, which, I mean, let's call a spade a spade a spade. If you want residuals, if we want everyone to be getting an equal piece of the pie, obviously the executives are going to charge more money so that they don't lose as much of the pie, right? There's that nice little difference for them. But I do really enjoy, oh, well, we're going to probably have to raise these because of those greedy actors. God, that 2% of revenue they want, it's really screwing you, the consumer. Ugh.
Well, I mean, look, to be fair here, none of the studios have said that. That's the people writing these articles are saying that. But the other thing is this, that other than Netflix, I mean, let's keep in mind, other than Netflix, all of the streaming services are losing money right now. Mm-hmm. I mean, so it's when you add extra, whatever's going to add extra, whatever to it. But look, the reality is this pattern of the streaming services increasing their rates and their prices, this has been going on long before the writer's strike and long before the actor's strike. So
exactly.
They better not try to phrase this in such a way as, well, because we got to give the writers and actors more, we have to raise your price. No, you've been raising your prices this whole time.
100%.
And again, look, like I've always said, I thought they've been charging a reasonable amount. Now, it's up to you and me if we want to get all the streaming services and make our bill be over $100 a month. That's on us. But each individual service has not been charging what I believe to be an unreasonable amount for what we get. However, Chris, even somebody like me, there's a breaking point. Netflix offers a lot of content. But what do you think is going to be that breaking point where even people who are optimistic like me look and say, look, $15 a month, that's reasonable, whatever. What do you think is going to be that price point that if Netflix raises their prices to this point, that's the point that a lot of people like Campea might revolt and say, no, that's too much. What do you think that line might be?
Oh man, I'm trying to think of the number that would really piss you off. Because for me, it's like, pay more than $8 a month. How dare you get out of my house? But for you, gosh, I'm guessing something around like the 30 mark monthly might be a little steep with your other streamers.
I think 30 is not bad. I think my breaking point might even be before that. I think if they get to like $25 a month, I think for me, I'm going, nah, no, thanks Netflix, but no more. I think I can do 20. I think I can do $22.95, but I think once it gets to 25, even somebody like me is like, I don't know. I think that's a bit much.
I think 20 is the limit for like most people. I think as soon as something goes over $20, that's when I actually start thinking, oh, do I really need this or whatever like that.
Well, then because you start looking at your competitors and you're like, Apple TV's charging what right now?
Yeah.
I mean, it'll go up too, but what is it charging right now?
Not as much as Netflix.
Yeah.
Apple is like, isn't it
it's
still
like $6 or $7.
$6.99.
Yeah. $6.99?
Yeah, so theirs is still pretty low. I mean, they're going to raise their prices too.
Of course.
Like, of course they are. But
and that's why cable's still in the game.
Yeah.
So they're going to stick around. They're going to see that people going back eventually if everything is $20. So.
Yeah. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.